Here we are going down the woodland path, hoping that we'll be able to make it through the jungle. Here's the dell on the left, Regardez the potato patch, and also the new hedge, which you can see in the distance, or maybe not. So here's the eco fence on my right, looking really good, and this is the divide. So to the left is the road back, and to the right is the road ahead. We're going for the road ahead with Rafi in the front. Eco fence still going strong. Over on the left hand side we planted some new larch trees. If you listen carefully you can hear the birds in the background and also the motorway. Rafi spotted something. Is it a deer? Turning left now. And we're now getting onto the new pathway. Lovely tree. And there's the fence at the end of the walk. And here is some poo. Was that deer poo? So we had to hack our way through. Come on, Rafi. And here we have a little bit of an obstacle. Haven't managed to deal with this yet. But let's see Nana just jumping over. Whoops, here we go. Don't fall, Nana. Rafi shows how it's done. And over we go. Okay, so we go along. You can see how we've hacked through the jungle at this point. Very close to the fence at the bottom of the garden. But now we've got horse chestnut flower paving the pathway, which is really nice. So we come to this corner and have to do a very sharp turn to the right, like that. Oof. In touching distance of the fence. And in the distance you'll see the back gate to St Mark's School. Also the privet hedge that has had a little bit of a shave. A little bit further down it still needs having its hair cut. And here we go. All this has been completely cleared under a beech tree up the hill. A bit steep here. Past the holly, you can see how we've cut through the holly with great skill and energy. Still quite a lot of ivy around. Have to be careful you don't trip up. But Rafi's alright and he's leading the way. And here's the ivy on some of the trees. Awesome, isn't it? Just like lianas. So this was completely blocked up. Let me just go back a little bit again. Here was the hedgeway and all this was holly that had crept over. This is the back of the vicarage garden. Have to be a little bit careful here because the pathway gets narrower. past some elderflower, dob down a little bit there, nice ferns on the way. And this is a squeezy bit. One of our trees fell over and knocked away the vicarage fence. So here's a bit of a narrow bit that I'm going to squeeze through. Excuse the wobbly camera. And here we go along the path, just a little bit of a chicane. This is the French part of it, dans le chicane. Yes, a little bit of a left and right there, and round the corner, and we come out onto the vistas again. And here in the distance is the rectory and our house. So this looks like it's at a fairly rapid walking pace we've been going, and it's taken us about 6 or 7 minutes. So here again, these are the larch trees. Not sure whether I can zoom in on them. There they are, 3 larch trees. So that's been great, and we're almost back to the join. Another sharp right hand corner, lots of ivy around. You can see this is what we've been hacking our way through. Tended to use a hedge cutter to get the worst off, and then it's the painstaking task with secateurs and rake and pulling up all the bits. There's still quite a lot left over, and we get back to our hazel trees. Here they are, planted 2 years ago now, still doing well. There's the dell over there, and we're back to the eco hedge, and there again you can see the house and the garden and the lawn and the steps up to the dell. So that's just about the end of our tour. I hope you've enjoyed it, I'm just going to show you one more thing actually before I sign off from this little video. Just going to the bank here that we need to deal with, but just going to change the view, and you'll see the bank over there that Nana has been planting, and the green gage tree in the distance. Here's the potato patch. There's our rhubarb and the Philadelphus, and the garden behind it. So thank you for your company on the journey. I hope you've enjoyed it. You can now unfasten your seatbelts and turn off. Bye.